What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope you all enjoying the rest of your day. Want to talk about some college football. As of course, you all know the national championship game between Georgia versus TCU. Will this be the opportunity for Georgia to repeat? Or will this be the time that TCU is going to get their national championship? I got Georgia win this one. Believe it or not, I have Georgia win this one 35-32. The best comparison that I have for the Georgia Bulldogs, they are the college version of the San Francisco 49ers. They have an excellent coach in Kirby Smart, just like San Francisco has in Kyle Shanahan. They have a great defense, led by Jalen Carter, who's going to be a hell of a high first round pick. And then when you look at San Francisco's defense, obviously they're led by Fred Warner, one of the best, if not the best, middle linebackers in the NFL. And of course, Nick Bosa, who will win Defensive Player of the Year. And their quarterback, look, when I think of Stetson Bennett, he's not the most spectacular quarterback in the world, but I think he is, if you want to make a comparison of anybody like a Jimmy Garoppolo or heck, even a Brock Purdy, I think Stetson Bennett is the type of guy you can compare him to because he's a competent quarterback and no matter what, he can get the job done. And I actually like Stetson Bennett because before the national championship, he had that underdog story. No one really thought that Stetson Bennett would actually perform this well in big stages and big moments. And he showed that last year in the college football playoffs against Michigan and against Alabama. And so far, he's done it again. We saw what he did against Ohio State to help the Georgia Bulldogs to come back from a 14-point deficit in order for Georgia to win the game. I think it was 42 to 41. And Ohio State, some people could make the argument, well, you know what? Marvin Harrison Jr. went out the game. Had Marvin Harrison Jr. had not been out, Ohio State would have won. And you can make a case, but I still just think at the end of the day, you can't ignore what Stetson Bennett did. I just think Stetson Bennett is going to have another great game. He'll probably be 25 or 30, 320 something yards, excuse me, and 3 touchdown passes. But I think with TCU, I think Georgia's defense will struggle against TCU, but in fourth quarter, in pivotal, crucial situations, I think they will get the job done because their offense is loaded. I mean, with Max Duggan, one of the Heisman finalists, and of course with Kendre Miller, the junior running back, 17 touchdowns, he's like a monster this season. I mean, he has 224 attempts, almost 1,400 yards, 17 touchdowns. And then, of course, you can't ignore the big wide receiver from TCU, which is Quentin Johnson. So, Georgia, if you thought dealing with Ohio State's offense with C.J. Stroud and Marvin Harrison Jr. was a problem, wait till you go up against TCU's offense. I mean, they average 41.1 points per game. They are on offense 474.1 yards. So we know they're great as far as throwing the football, and they also can run the football as well. They average 204.5 yards rushing per game. But Georgia's offense isn't shabby either. So TCU's defense, the big thing is for TCU, in order for them to win, how are they going to handle Georgia's offense? Because if you look at Georgia's offense, they're averaging 39.4 points per game. Total offense, they have more total yards on offense than TCU. Georgia is at 494.9. TCU's at 474.1. Georgia has more passing yards per game, 293 compared to TCU's 269.6, and they're almost at rushing. TCU is slightly better as far as rushing yards per game at 204.5. Georgia is at 201.9. So I think Georgia's offense, as long as Stetson Bennett shows up, which I believe he will, and as long as Brock Bowers, and as long as the offense stays formidable, I do expect Georgia to win. I think they're going to drop at least 35 points. TCU's going to drop some points. They're going to score 32. But I just think Stetson Bennett, when he has his opportunity, he will capitalize, just like what we've seen from him in the past. And I just think Georgia's defense, when it counts most, they will make some key, crucial plays. So I have this one 35-32, Georgia over TCU. I think it's going to be an exciting, down to the wire game. But those are my thoughts. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below, guys. What do you think about my prediction? Who do you have winning the game, Georgia or TCU? Which player is going to step up in a national championship game, whether a noticeable player or unnoticeable player? And also feel free to comment on the comment section below. Aside from that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Hope you all enjoying the rest of your day. And as usual, God bless.